Surprise love. I was gonna make one of my videos, but I was like, you know what? I can do lives now. That way I can interact with anyone that sees this. I hope all my viewers are doing well. I've been sick, battling colds left, right, and center, but that's okay. So I thought I would talk about the Necronomicon. And tell you briefly what has happened to me since I've been practicing this, and see who else is out there that wants to jump on and talk. I'm also going to be having a couple of people joining my channel. Black Tower is going to come on, and he is going to talk about his experiences with the Necro. He has like 20 years experience, so he's actually the one that's helping me and guiding me through this. Now, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and see if anybody jumps on. And I want to talk about kind of what I've been doing, calling the Watcher. Hello, Peter. Peter Griffin. Peter, Geeter Piffin. That's funny. How are you doing? Yeah, so I'm just talking about the Necronomicon today. Oh, you just... Okay, well, I don't know. You're probably not going to know what this is about then. I don't know if you're a subscriber to my channel, but I talk about the cult and witchcraft. Yeah, so you're not really going to understand anything that I'm talking about, unfortunately. But thank you for joining in. I talk about magic and... Okay, well, hey, you know what they say, nothing ever really just happens. So apparently you popped on here. If you're into spirituality and evolving your spirit, that's kind of what I talk about. My experiences of working magical systems. And this is called the Necronomicon, and it's a Sumerian magical system created by the mad Arab. But it has Sumerian texts. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this basically you start to perform rituals and do the rites in this book, and you will connect with spirits and ancient spirits from Sumeria, from Babylonia, from the first civilization, the Anunnaki, I guess you could say. But yeah, so it's a good idea that you have somewhat of an understanding on magical practices before you start using this, because you might, I don't know, well, you might not understand what's happening to you. If you've ever astral projected, if you can lucid dream, if you can understand your dreams, that would really help, because that's kind of how well, science, this is very subjective, okay? This is your own personal experiences. So it's something that happens to you. So you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, my brain. Like, your experiences will make you understand what's happening, if you've never experienced the paranormal, if you don't understand how to read. Okay, so oh, hold on. I got Slim Lewis. Okay. Wondering how this book might not fit into one's ongoing connection with Lucifer. Thanks. Okay, so, I mean, You got to understand, Lucifer, number one, is the gateway, and he opens up paths. He is the one that started me on this path to work with other spirits and other systems to evolve, to understand. The more systems you work, the more that you do, the more of an understanding of what's going on in this matrix, in this reality, in different realities, in the parallel realities in the universe. I mean, Lucifer is a spirit of illumination, a spirit of enlightenment, and wanting humanity to evolve. So that's, I guess, I mean, if you're asking me if it's going to, okay, so you could break it down in also this way. Ishtar is the goddess of Venus, the goddess of war, love and war. She's also the morning star. The evening star is Ashtar, which is also, I think it's Akkadian. I think Ashtar is Akkadian. But then, you got Lucifer, who's also represents Venus too, right? So there is a connection there. But these gods, this pantheon is the first pantheon, It's very powerful. So let me just get to what I've done. So I've called my watcher. You perform a rite, and you first call the fire god Gishbar through the fire, and it tells you how to do that in this book. I set up an altar. If you guys saw my other videos up there, it says that I showed you my altar for this. I got the fire god Gishbar there, and through Gishbar you call your watcher, and your watcher basically is a being of jinn that is from a different realm that comes and matches your frequency and binds with you forever. Yeah, I did that, and he came very quickly that night. Actually, I got to see him in my dreams. And not only that, I am now seeing a lot of Islamic people, like people in that culture, even though this isn't Islamic, but there is a connection in there. The entities that are appearing in my dreams are totally different now. So I know that I'm tapped into this current. I'm gonna be gate walking. I'm gonna be making my clay tablet that you do. There's 7 gates. There's 7 gates that you perform. There are 7 gates and 7 seals in the book. I'm gonna show you. So first of all, right here, this is the sigils that you're going to be carving in your watcher bowl. Basically, this is the sign of the covenant. This is the sign of the covenant between the gods and man, and the sigil for the watcher, and a sigil for the sigil of the covenant of the elder gods, and the third is the watcher, and the race of the gods called Ara, and the tongue of the scribe who taught me this. Yes. Anyways, you inscribe those sigils on a bowl, and that's what you're going to be using to call forth your watcher. A lot of people on this, some practitioners think this is hocus pocus, blah 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 blah, because H.P. Lovecraft messed with it and put his own twist on it. But let me tell you, from me doing certain systems, the Persian current, working a lot of the currents. This is the words in here have power. There's spells in here. There's banishments. Anyway, so the seven there's seven seals and seven gates that you will. So you will write. This is one of the seals that represents seven planetary planets. Each of them is a gateway through your subconscious that you'll be able to connect with these ancient gods that are connected to each of these planets and each into their realms. There, you will be able to tap into knowledge, ancient knowledge and wisdom that you can draw down here and help you manifest and balance and create in this life. So, but it is a process because you have to create the tablets, create the gateways. You have to create the seals, and then like the first one I'm going to be doing is the moon god Sin, also not known as Nana or Nana, and he is the ancient one out of all the elder gods. And you must pass through the moon sphere before you can go into the other spheres. And I have to, on the first moon, the first full moon of this month has to land on a Monday, which it does. Coincidence? I think not. Create this on the first hour of that night, which will be like between 12 and 1 a.m. I will be creating the seal and the gate on a clay tablet, inscribing this and putting some silver. I have to put the elements of the corresponding planet, and I will be performing a ritual 60 days after I create this tablet. I'll be putting it in my room and letting, not 60 days, sorry, 30 days. So a full moon cycle. After that, I open up the gate and I do the ritual. And it's probably going to take about 7 months to do because, you want to work these gates monthly, So it's kind of the same type of thing like the Klippoth, but just a little bit different, I guess. There's 11 spheres in the Klippoth, and this is 7. So, but very powerful and very ancient. You will connect to the beings that are attached to this current. Some people are afraid of it, but I'm not really afraid of anything so far. So, yeah. So I kind of just regurgitated all of that out as fast as I could. Let's see. So H.P. Lovecraft was an occultist who wrote fiction too, but he also incorporated factual things, and he created his own egregores. But he also was able to tap into a lot of things. People are wishy-washy about him, but I mean, there is power behind his work, and he was an artist and a writer, so he definitely has some credit. But this is not. He's done one like this, but he has added, or I don't know. There's other creatures in here, like the elder gods. I've never read that one, so I can't compare it yet. I can't compare it, but what I know of it, anyways. There's also rites of exorcism in here. So if there are unwanted spirits, or if there's somebody that's being possessed by a spirit, there are incantations in here that you can perform, and it will cast the spirit out. I'm trying to read the comments. Okay. Hi. Hello, Louis. Louis, are you still there? Have you done any of the rites with the necro? Now, the Zoni are basically the gods okay, so the Azoni are like Tiamat, Apsu, and Mamu, I guess, Absu, Tiamat, Kingu, the first primordial gods that live in the abyss, that are the abyss. And you have to go through these 7 gods before you can reach Tiamat and get into her realm, into that primordial realm of the abyss. And then you can draw down power, but you have to go through the initiations of these realms. Just like a lot of systems do, you have to go through initiations. You have to energetically attune to the frequencies and communicate with these ancient entities. And, you know, because you just won't be ready to handle what's coming. I have not worked with Tiamat, and now I know why. I couldn't reach her. I've tried to call out to her and I couldn't get there. And it's because I haven't done the work to get to her. It's same with a lot of these primordial gods. A lot of people say they can connect with them. Some people can, but there are certain ones that are just so far away that your soul and that you have to evolve and you have to raise yourself up and go through certain things, go through these gates, these spheres, these realms to reach where they are. No, I'm working on altered states. Okay. Oh, okay. So the author, this is the Simon Necronomicon. You can go on Amazon and get this for very, very cheap. You can also start studying the Enemu Elish tablets, the creation mythos of Sumeria and Babylonia. That all ties into this. It's a lot of ancient knowledge and lots of facts too, right? Because yeah, I've had this book for years and I've looked through it and I was like and then it was a couple weeks ago that I picked it up again, went through it, and I was like, oh, okay, I am, it's talking to me, it's telling me to work it. So I have, and if anybody watches my stuff, you guys know once I start working the system, I go for it and I make videos and I let you guys in to see how I've changed and talk about my experiences with these. And remember, this is subjective because I have somebody right now that's watching who's not a practicing occultist or a witch, so he's just learning. And but the science is your own subjective experience. So yeah. What else? You're very welcome, Mr. Geeter Priffin. I'm gonna have Mr. Amonir Huel Sewell from Black Tower join me soon, and we're gonna be talking about the Necro and his suggestions. His channel is the Black Tower, and he has a lot of step-by-step ways to work this system because he's been doing it for like 20 years. Now my energy has changed. Like I said before, I have new entities entering my dream states. I've met my watcher. I'm feeding my watcher to build a body for it for this realm, so I can anchor him better and stronger. And basically, my watcher protects me while I go through the realms, and protects me and just kind of becomes me too. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna answer some questions. Someone messaged me. He wanted. He had some questions for me, and I said I would do a video and answer the questions for him. So, Abyssriel Sarthos wanted to know something. So his question for me was, um, do you use banishing rituals? And if so, have you noticed while working with the devas, um, if it has negatively impacted your work at all? I do not banish. Um, I don't need to. Um, in the beginning of my practices years ago, I would, just to learn how to do it. I've come to the point where I have enough um, protection around my sacred space. Um, and the things that I call into my sacred space, I don't banish them. And I've never had a problem. I've never had anything attach itself and not want to go. Recently, when I was younger and I wasn't practicing magic, I did have a lot of things um, that attached itself, that was feeding off of me, that was causing havoc in my life. But I didn't know I didn't know too much about the banishing. So I had to deal with it in other ways, but I learned how to deal with it. So to answer your question, in the beginning, if you are a beginner, you should learn how to banish and cleanse your area for sure, just so you can protect yourself in case something does come in. Um, to learn, you have to learn how to do that, because yeah, things can get attached to you. But if you keep your spiritual hygiene, if you keep yourself balanced, you should be okay. Like I said, I've never really had any issues. I haven't. I don't like to call something in and then tell it to leave. If it wants to stay, it can stay. And most of the time, these entities that you work with, I mean, if I'm calling in the devas, they're powerful. If they want to go, they'll go. And usually they already know when you're done communicating with them, they're going to leave. They're going to leave. But I do tell them to leave me a familiar when they go. So I have lots of familiars. Okay. What's up, Arcos? Yeah. So, that's what I'm doing, guys. Um, this shit's real, and this shit's life transforming, life transformating. I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah, get yourself a copy of this just so you can have it. And when you are ready, there is a spirit attached to this book that protects this book. And if you're not ready to do the work, you're going to be looking through this book and you're going to be like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. And you put it down. But once you're ready, things will start to make sense. And you will be guided. You will be guided to go through this. But just like anything, dedication and sticking with it, and not having any fear. This is not something where is for the lighthearted. Like, you have to be understanding that you're going to get communication from spirits. That's what we do, right? Thank you, Mr. Dobson. I hope you're well. Yeah. So, what else can I talk about? So, I will. Okay. Also, there is the 50 names of Marduk or Marduk. Now, who Marduk is he's the god that basically beat Tiamat and is the ruling god now, basically. And he was bestowed upon him because he beat Tiamat, the dragon. the primordial dragon. And when I mean beat, you can't really kill a god. You have to kind of put them to sleep. But the whole story is in the Enemu, Enemu, Enemu Elish tablets. But in here it's called the Megan text. And Marduk is a very powerful god, and he basically created, us. That's what they're saying. So he is their patron, the Babylonian patron god. And he was bestowed upon him the creation tablets and 50 names of him, which are 50 different spirits. And you can call upon these spirits to get to do magic. Um, so these are some of the seals that are here. There's 50 of these. And you would draw these out and say the incantation. There's a name for them and a power word and a power name. And that's how you'd work. And each of these names have attribute. I can't speak today. My God. Each of these spirits can help you obtain something that you're looking for. And it has the description of what it is. There's spells in here. There's exorcisms in here. There's curses in here. This is Sumerian magic, right? Binding another sorcerer. You know, just that good stuff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me read my thing. I've been disclosed some things, and you were right. Do you want to know? A great shaman had me some answers. Yeah, sure. Tell me what happened. What was I right about? About your DNA makeup, that you're a genetic clone. Please share. You saw a shaman, and they said something that I said about you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hello. Greetings, brother or sister. Oh, much love. It is awesome. Okay. Wait, Lewis, what did you just say? Okay, Slim Lewis. Yes, start off with Lucifer. I did. He will open up the doors. He will bring you to the spirits that you need to work with, that will vibrate on your frequency to help you. Because I worked with Lucifer for a good year all alone with no other spirit, just Lucifer. And then Belial, then Belial, and then who was it? Oh, it's Ray. Hi, Ray. How you doing? Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? Uh, I'm reading your comment, Arcos. Not Arcos. It's funny because there's a god of death called Arcos, and this is my. For some reason, it's cutting your comment off, Lewis. Like I can only read. I said that when I set my intent. Oh, I saw the backdoor swing umbrella. Oh, timeout. I don't know. All right, much love. All right, I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys what I'm doing, and I will. I will be making another video with Black Tower, and he will come on, and we will have a great discussion more on the Necronomicon. So stay tuned. Thank you, everyone that's joined in, and yeah, much love. Peace out.